Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show. I want to say good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Monday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. Glad to be here with you guys on a cold Monday evening here in the Chicagoland area. It's really not even officially winter yet, but it's a wonderful, cool fall evening. We had mixed rain and snow earlier today, but don't worry, we have another great show to warm up your heart, soul, and spirit tonight. We have two amazing guests that'll be joining us. Today is National Philanthropy Day. And speaking of being a giver and giving of people, we are honored to welcome to the show tonight one of the creative forces behind a new minority-owned pizzeria and cafe in the Lincoln Park area of Chicago. We'll talk to this amazing young man who is a pioneer in the food and hospitality industry here in Chicago. And then November is National Diabetes Month. And so joining us tonight is health and fitness expert, Mr. Tony Hill. And tonight he'll talk to us about healthy eating tips during Thanksgiving and what we can do not to overeat. Okay, I know it's hard for us all not to do that because it is Thanksgiving, the most yummy time of the year. It's actually yummy season. From Halloween until New Year's Day is what I consider a yummy season. Sitting in the co-host chair tonight is no stranger. We love and adore her, Miss K. Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge. How are you this evening, and how you doing?
How you doing? I'm
I'm
good.
doing.
I'm trying to keep warm. I told you, I know this is your month, but I need, I'm gonna call you Santa Sims, cause Santa, I'm gonna need a 6'2", caramel looking brother. I need a, cuddle buddy, cause it's cuddling season. It's cold.
Oh, okay. So have you been working on it, or have you been?
I have not. I guess I need to work on it, but
Yeah.
this weather has changed, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna need a cuddle buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the way I look at it, faith without works is dead. So,
I know.
you
Yes.
you you gotta get out there and try to
And
figure
I've
out.
and I've been a good girl. I haven't been naughty.
Okay. See, and I've been naughty, and it's
I have not been naughty this year. I've been a very
okay.
good
So
girl.
you've been a good girl all year long.
I sure have.
Well, it reminds me of the song by the Weather Girls, "Dear Santa, Bring Me a Man." So,
Okay.
maybe he will bless you and bring you a man.
I hope so.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's really good. How was your weekend?
It was very quiet. Again, for those, we were supposed to have a certain special guest on Saturday, and
Yeah.
you by chance, and unfortunately, my podcast partner was a bit under the weather, and I'm glad she's feeling better, and so hopefully we'll be back on the podcasting show this coming Saturday, but it was very quiet. I tried to rest, and then yesterday I mentioned to you before we came on air, I just had this terrible headache, and I just probably was a stress headache, and so I
Yeah.
just probably needed to, as people say, just be still, and that's exactly what I did. Became still.
Oh,
That's
absolutely. Very
right.
good. Very good. Well, I'm glad you're okay. I
Yes.
had a busy weekend, quite a few different activities and events. And actually, our guest, Mr. Eldridge Williams, who will be joining us tonight, had a media preview of his new pizzeria. And I got to give him and all of his business partners credit. They are some of the most eclectic and unique gentlemen ever. And the
Okay.
pizzeria is located in Lincoln Park. It's a minority owned pizzeria.
Hmm.
Rumor has it it's the only African American owned pizzeria on the north side of Chicago. And they even had a Thanksgiving pizza that tastes as if you were having all of the trimmings. And so
Really?
it was really good. Yeah, we'll have to go up there one day and have
Yeah.
pizza with them. Their pizza is very unique, Sicilian pizza. They have breakfast pizza, just really great. So we'll
Hmm.
talk to him about that later on in the show. So anything else we need to talk about before we get into the COVID-19 update?
No, it's just, this is your month. And so I'm just excited. I mean, one of our viewers said someone's having a special birthday tomorrow. I wonder who that is, but
I
I'm
get it.
excited.
I do. It's so funny. I am so not into my birthday this year.
That's all
That's
right.
that's
But we gonna
yeah.
help you get into the birthday spirit. Trust and
Always.
believe.
Well, thank you, but I'm just like it's another
I know,
day. Yeah.
but it no, it's a special day because I what did I always say? All right, because God decided on that day that you came into this world. So because He decided that, it has to be special and it has to be celebrated. So we're gonna do it up for you. Period. Good evening,
Oh, what
Rick.
I appreciate that. I really do. But I really
Hey,
had
Lady
not thought
Ty.
much about it. My friend has been just so wonderful and great. Today we went and got manis and petties.
All
Uh,
right now.
to get the birthday celebration started off. The reason why I have not shaved yet is I'm honoring Movember in
Mm-hmm.
honor of prostate cancer awareness with men. And so I won't be shaving this off until after my birthday because I said I would keep it till my birthday. But other than that, no, it's really to me just another day, very low key to say the least. Tomorrow night's
Mm-hmm.
show we'll celebrate. You'll be on with us to do all the gossip and entertainment. Then we're going to have a
Mm-hmm.
male roundtable discussion tomorrow evening, and then that's pretty much it. We're going to wind down the week with my birthday celebration, and I don't know. I'm just one of them people now. Like it's just another day, so we'll see.
Wow. It's
I
a
know.
beautiful day. And I
Well,
love you. And you have a lot of fans who love and adore you. And I guarantee you, they're going to let you know it too tomorrow. So just get ready.
oh, well, I appreciate that. I really, really do. Tomorrow evening, we will have a virtual celebration here on the show. So we'll tell everybody about that before the show is over tonight and how they can participate and be a part of tomorrow night's show. All right. Well, since we are a health and wellness show, today I thought we would give you the latest COVID-19 update numbers just when we thought it was safe to let our guards down. I know. I could tell by the look on your face. Just when people. I was just out in Indiana earlier today, and out there on the stores, they say if you are fully vaccinated, you do not have to wear a mask in the store. And the person who I was with, she and I are both fully vaccinated. We was like, the hell with that. I'm still gonna wear my damn mask.
Hello.
We had our mask on like shit. I mean, no, did I cross? Of course, yeah. That's, sorry, you all, but
You
that's
can
that's
no,
what
you
we
can
were
do
like.
that. You're allowed tonight.
Right, we were like, look, we gonna keep these masks on. We're not taking these
That's
masks
right.
off. Yeah, we gonna
That's
leave them
right.
off. All right. Well, Illinois public health officials reported 2,357 new confirmed or probable cases of COVID-19 and 13 additional deaths as of Monday. Now, the 2,357, that's a combined number, no, from the weekend. So that's a total
Mm-hmm.
from the weekend of number of cases that we've had. Illinois public health officials said that the statewide test positivity rate from November 8th through the 14th is now 3.3%. As of Sunday, 1,601 patients are in Illinois hospitals due to COVID-19. Of those, 323 patients are in the ICU, and 139 of those patients are on ventilators. Now, the report that was turned in on Friday, we had 22,600 new cases of COVID-19 in the past week. So that's why that 2,357, that really is about accurate when you think about the fact that we had 22,600 new cases in the last week. So the numbers are definitely going back up.
Then some we talked about this like last week or so regarding these numbers. Excuse me, regarding these numbers.
Right.
Um, I said to you and to our audience, when it gets cold, folks get inside. They still don't know how to act. And so I was cautiously optimistic. I was not like, ooh, we're going to be in the run. No, we're not.
Right.
We
Right.
still got we got a ways to go.
Yes.
We'll be wearing masks until when?
until Juvember of 2025.
2025.
Let
That's
me
what we're
remind everybody when this is. We will be wearing masks until Juvember of 2025. I know many
That's
of
right.
you are saying, when the hell is Juvember? It's a
Mm,
mixture of June and November all rolled into one. We know today that the president signed that $1 trillion package. Well, we're just trying to get him to sign off on adding an extra month to the calendar in 2025. And that
yes.
extra month will be Juvember, is when we'll stop wearing these masks again. How about that?
That's right. How about
Is
that?
that fair?
That's very fair.
Right. Criteria made a great point. She said COVID is here forever, which I
And
believe
she's
that.
right.
I,
I
I
believe
really,
it
I
too.
really do believe that. I
It's not going
believe
anywhere.
it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And the thing
Nope.
is that it's got to be managed. And so the thing is that will the vaccination, or is the vaccination a managing tool or coping mechanism? You know what I'm saying? Because now they want everybody to go out and get their booster shots. I've had 10 people text me today, you need to come get your booster shot. You want to get a booster shot? You want to get a booster shot? And I know quite a few people who said they're in no particular hurry to run and go get a booster shot.
That's their choice. I respect their choice.
Right.
But Kay Renee will be getting her booster shot when she's supposed to get it. So it's
Very
supposed to be
good.
hopefully the end of this month. So we will see.
Very
I
good.
like Baritone's comment. The fourth of what? Put that back up in there what he
No, that
said.
was Barbara Jean that said that. That was
Oh,
Barbara
Barbara
Jean.
G. I'll remove my on the fourth of never. Thank you, Miss
Right.
Barbara G.
Yes, Barbara Jean, we appreciate that. That was really
That's
cute.
right. Fourth
All
of
right.
never.
So in all, we have had 1,735,586 cases of coronavirus in the state of Illinois since the beginning of the pandemic. And this is according to the latest data from the Illinois Department of Public Health. Additional deaths reported this week has now brought our state total death number to 26,077. And that is the number of cases of confirmed fatalities. So, yes, Baritone,
Wow.
we appreciate that. My heart goes out to anyone fighting COVID right now. Yes, because I do know
Yes.
people who are still battling and fighting with COVID as we speak right now.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right.
Um,
Well, let's continue on. I do want to take a few moments to acknowledge the passing of a young lady who I had the honor and pleasure of meeting several times. I got to interview her, just a wonderful young lady. She was a spokesperson with the American Cancer Foundation, the Susan G. Komen. I'm sorry, not the American Cancer Foundation, Susan G. Komen. Her name is Christia Donaldson, originally from Detroit, Michigan, but was here in Chicago, had built a wonderful hair care product line. Thank God it's natural. The acronym for it was TGIN. She presented me with a wonderful male hair care grooming product kit in October of 18, October 23rd on 18, 2018. I can't talk
mhm.
tonight. And the kit, I just fell in love with the products, have been using the products ever since. Well, she lost her battle to breast cancer at the age of 41. And she originally
Wow.
was diagnosed with breast cancer in her mid to late 30s. And breast cancer not only came back two other times, but this time it took her out. And so we want to
Oh, wow.
extend our thoughts and prayers to her family and everyone. Just really sad. That took me out yesterday when I heard that news about her. Just a really wonderful young lady.
Yeah, they were they mentioned that in the local news about her and this significant contribution she has made in the hair care industry, and that's just really, you know, that's why you have to live life to the fullest and live life each every day with purpose.
Right.
October,
Yeah.
I like that. I like his one.
October. Yep.
October.
October
Yeah.
32nd. Yes. Very
Yes.
good. Yes. Thank you, Barbara. You're absolutely right. Just, I couldn't believe it when I found out that young lady passed away yesterday. All right. What you got in the news, Ben Basket, Hopper tonight?
Well, you would think kids going back to school they learn how to read, write, the three R's, reading, writing, arithmetic. But in Colorado, unfortunately, six teenagers were wounded in another school shooting in Aurora, Colorado. Now, for those who don't remember back in the day, What was that school?
Columbine.
Columbine. What was
Columbine.
that?
Yep.
That was in
Yep.
Colorado.
Yes.
I don't know if it was Aurora, Colorado, but this school shooting, six teenagers were wounded in a small park close to the high school in Aurora. The students ranged from 14 to 18, and they all in the hospital. But this, to me, I just don't understand. This happened this afternoon, 12:45 Mountain Standard Time. So that's 1:45 here in Chicago.
Right.
But I don't get it. I truly, when I hear these shootings in these schools, what the hell is the problem?
Right.
It's bad
Right.
enough we're still going through a pandemic. We don't need to hear this.
No, no, I agree with you 100%. It's just horrible. Today we had a shooting over in the Chatham area, in the West Chatham area. A Brinks driver, two Brinks drivers were shot. One died. The other one is still in the hospital. And it happened this afternoon right in the West Chatham area. They were loading an ATM when four guys ambushed them, and one of the drivers has passed away and the other is in the hospital. I saw where a police officer's wife was carjacked at a supermarket this morning. It's just, oh my God. The amount of crime is just ridiculous in this day and age, especially with what we're dealing with, not only here in Chicago, but across the country,
And the trial with Kyle Rittenhouse is wrapping up in Wisconsin, and so
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see whether or not he will be convicted or acquitted. Because the governor of Wisconsin is getting ready. He's already has told the National Guards to stand down because we just don't know what's going to happen. And of
What do
course,
you what do you think will be the thing? I personally think he'll be acquitted.
I hope not, because he needs to go to jail.
Right.
I saw his mother on Fox News. Of course, a mother is gonna, be there for her son. I get that, but I believe I saw his testimony when he was cross examined. I mean, I said, heck, he needs to be in acting studio because I just didn't. I didn't
His
buy it.
crying and his,
His
yeah.
crying. I was like,
I saw
wow,
all of
he,
that.
he needs to be on TV, really on TV, because he would have probably gotten a Razzie or an Academy Award. Because I wasn't buying it.
I wasn't either.
So,
I wasn't either.
but if nothing is done, as Tytheria said, there gonna be some. Cheese may not be checking out in Wisconsin. There gonna be some other stuff happening in Wisconsin, and it's
Right.
not gonna be. It won't be making cheese. I tell you that.
Right. 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 So
And
we'll
then back
see.
in Georgia with Ahmaud Arbery, the I think it was the defense attorney was saying he didn't want black pastors to come down there. That's you don't ever tell a black pastor that they're not welcome, please.
I was so outdone when I heard that. I couldn't believe it.
Please.
We don't need another black pastor to come down here. I said to myself, do you realize you don't open up a can of damn worms? Look,
Okay.
look, even
Jesse
the
Jackson's
janitor.
already down there.
Right,
Al Sharpton
right.
is down there. You got Jamal Bryant, and you got all these black pastors. They're gonna be down there in Georgia. Like, okay, say something, and they're gonna look at the attorney like, what you gonna do?
I had even heard rumors that 3 of the janitors that work at the courthouse are pastors. So you know what I'm saying, right?
No.
So right, I was told
How
that
you gonna
3
say
of
some stuff like that?
Right, 3 of the custodians that work at the courthouse are pastors. So you get what I'm saying? How would you even fix your lips to say something like that?
He must have been on some okey doke.
Had to be. All right, what else we got in news?
Well, over the past weekend on 11/11, someone got married.
Who?
Paris Hilton. She finally got married.
I saw that.
I was like, I was surprised that she kept her relationship with her husband on the DL on a serious note. So when it was announced that she's getting married, because I'm a Real Housewives junkie, and her mother, Kathy Hilton, which her aunt Kyle Richards, Kathy was just kind of quirky, but she's like the fan favorite. But her mom looked absolutely gorgeous. I want that. that dress she wore was black and silver and just sequin, just off the chart. And Paris looked very feminine,
Yes.
just very like a beautiful bride should. But yeah, she got married, had a 3 day celebration, but now Paris is married.
Yes,
So
she did. I heard
congratulations.
it was a wonderful 3 day celebration. And
Mm-hmm.
yep, she and the girl, I heard she had 10 outfit changes during
Yes.
the 3 day festivities, and that she is now a married woman. You know what I'm saying?
So
Criteria
I'm
said
sure.
not one black person was there. And her
Yeah.
wedding,
Well,
really, really.
that's sad. Now that's sad.
She
Well,
doesn't have any
no,
black
no,
friends.
no. Nicole Richie. Now come on now. She
Do we consider Nicole Richie black?
Well, her father black, Lionel Richie. She she got to be. If she 1/4 black, you know what they say.
Criteria said she was looking. She said I was looking. I was looking. All right. Well,
Nicole Richie was at the reception. So if you
okay.
want to count
Okay.
her, then that's the one
Okay.
person.
Okay. So Criteria said no one of her color. Right.
I
Nobody.
get you,
Nobody
baby.
of this color. Nobody. Right.
Or
Nobody
this
of this
color
color.
either,
Yeah. Right.
right?
That reminds me of the special, the Netflix thing, Passing. So right. Nobody.
Yes, and it's funny you mention that because I haven't finished watching it, but it's just a reminder that this still continues. This, even though it was set in the 1920s Harlem, New York, this stuff that still continues to this day.
Oh, absolutely. That's a conversation that we can have on this show one night. That
Yes,
I
absolutely.
remember my great grandmother and even my grandmother and her sister and the fights and arguments and things that
Hmm.
they had. My grandmother was one of those women that couldn't quite pass, but she had enough savoir faire about herself and enough
Hmm.
that she was able to join forces with the passers. Where my aunt, her sister, was dark, and it even was a debate about whether they had the same fathers, how one's life was so much better than the other because she was able to pass. So
Hmm.
it is really something that needs to be discussed, and to this
I
very
agree.
day is still very much a part of our who we are. Let's look at in the 80s of when you and I were coming up. Light skin versus dark skin. If you
Oh
look at
my
the movie
God.
School Days, good hair
Yes,
versus bad
Lord.
hair,
Yes, Lord.
yes.
And even it happens in families because it happens in my family. I have to tell you that story offline
Mm,
because that is it's
oh,
just it's sad. It's
it,
very sad how colorism has permeated in the black family. It's just really it's
yes,
sad.
yes. And still to this day, it's alive, alive and
It
well.
is
Yes,
live and kicking.
absolutely. Well, shout out to one of my favorite singers, Miss Adele. Last night,
Yes.
Adele did a wonderful, wonderful debutante concert. It's been over 6 years since we've heard anything from Adele. Last night, she did a wonderful interview with Oprah. She opened up about her weight loss, coming to terms with the collapse of her marriage, juggling motherhood, her musical career. It was a really, really great interview. She looked wonderful. One of my friends actually worked on the film crew, so we got to see behind the scenes of Oprah's place and just how that all works. It was Adele one night only. It was a CBS special, and I just thought it was just excellent. Oprah's Rose Garden looked amazing last night. Just all of that, and then Adele has a black boyfriend. Oh, Adele got a black guy. She got a black guy. Yes, she
All
is.
right now.
She is with Chocolate now. She right. And look, he looked like
she
young Chocolate too. So yes, but no, I got to give Adele credit. She looked amazing. She sounded
she
great.
did.
And everything. I mean, I love when Oprah presents something because it's gonna be top notch. It's going to be just the essence of everything. I looked
Hmm.
at the fact that Oprah and Adele both had on, I guess, like winter white outfits.
Yes, I
And
saw that. I
I'm
saw the
like,
previews of that. I didn't see the. I completely forgot that she came on because she's definitely one of my favorite singers, and she just has that soulful voice.
Yes.
It's so distinctive. You know when you hear her, you know who it is. You don't
Yes.
have to
Yes.
question who
Right.
she is.
Yes. Now, you know what's so funny to me is that somebody like Adele, who, major superstar, great singer, we love her, all of that, was married, marriage ends, she loses all this weight, and then she get a black boyfriend. I know
Oh,
the ex-husband, honey, probably somewhere like, what the hell? I just wonder about things like that. But it is what it is.
yes, it is. Been there, done that.
Right. And could write a book about it.
And I did. I did write a book about it.
Yes, yes, right, right, absolutely, yes. Rich Paul is Adele's boyfriend.
Okay.
Thank you.
All
We
right, Mr.
appreciate that.
Paul.
Absolutely, and I guess he must be LeBron's agent, maybe. Okay,
Oh, okay.
maybe that's what the criteria was trying to tell us. Okay, very good.
Okay.
What else you got in gossip and
Well,
entertainment tonight?
guess what? What's in a name?
I don't know. What is in a
What's in a
name?
name? Well,
Oh,
for
wait.
well
Our,
for
our
G.
girlfriend, Karen Weddington. Hey, Karen. Oh, I love her. One
Oh,
of the best specials ever. Beautifully produced. I agree with
my
you
namesake.
100%. Oh, we
My
love Karen.
namesake.
Karen's a diva like you, honey.
Okay,
He
I
is
love
Michael
that.
Jordan's sports agent. Oh, he's
Oh, that
Michael
mean
Jordan's sports
that
agent.
mean he paid like no, in the and made in the shade. They're all good together. It's all
Look,
good.
look, she got some good chocolate. She got
Yeah,
good
she does some
chocolate.
very good chocolate. That
Very
Godiva
good
chocolate.
chocolate.
That
Yes,
Godiva
very good
chocolate.
chocolate. Yes, very good.
So what's in the name, Art?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, for Ji Young, she is the newest Muppet on Sesame Street. We just talked about they celebrated 52 years. Well, guess what? They have a new Muppet. And
Yes.
she is Korean with
Okay.
2 syllables, which I think is, it took them long enough, but okay. I'm with that.
Okay. So this morning, while having coffee, my friend and I
Mm-hmm.
were watching when she premiered on the Today Show. And so
Okay.
we weren't necessarily sure at first what she was. We saw because of her skin tone. And again, we're talking in Muppet. We said either she's Hispanic or, but we knew she wasn't black. And then when we saw the hair today, we was like, oh, that's really good hair on her head, really good hair. And so they finally confirmed on the show today that's what she was. But, at first we were trying to figure it out. But very nice character. And she sings, she has a band.
Yes, and see, in Korean traditionally, the 2 syllables they each mean something different. So G means like smart and wise, and young means like brave or courageous and strong. So G Young, she's gonna be a very strong Muppet. So welcome to the Sesame Street family, Miss G Young. I think that's
Very
cool.
good. Very good. Oh, that was beautiful. I'm glad you tied that in. Thank you. Very
Yes.
nice. Yes, because I did see it this morning. I did. All right. What else
Mm-hmm.
we got?
And guess what? There are plans underway for the Smithsonian Museum for the American Latino. It's been earlier this summer it was approved by Congress. So now their plans are underway for erecting the another Smithsonian Museum in DC for the American Latino. And now think about this, Art. The Latino population represents 20% of our country, which is roughly 60 million folks. They have uh, leveraging power, buying power, and so now they're going to be building. And I'll go because
I would too. I would too. I would
I
too.
I love that we have one of our own, which I
That's
went
right.
to the premiere. It was a beautiful museum. For those who are in the DC area, if you haven't gone, check out the museum with us.
Yeah.
But now plans are underway to start thinking about building the National Smithsonian for the American Latino. And they got some heavy hitters. They got
Oh, absolutely.
Gloria and Emilia Stefan,
Yeah.
Sofia Vergara, Eva Longoria, Jose
Yeah.
Andreas. They're going to
Yeah.
be part of that crew where they need to. Because, see, here's the thing a lot of people don't realize when they build these museums, Congress has to approve for it, but they also give half the money. They give them half the money, and it's
Right.
up to the director and everyone in the committee to raise the other half. I
Right.
guarantee you, the Latino population, they're not playing. They're gonna be that
Oh,
that museum
absolutely.
gonna be built within days, not years. They're gonna
Right.
get that money ready so it can
Yeah,
be
yes.
ready to
Well,
go.
Mr. Lonnie Bunch was responsible for
Yes,
raising money for the African American
yes,
Smithsonian. So, yes. Oh, no, I
yes,
would support the Latin American Smithsonian
yes.
with no issues, no problems. I love taking a glimpse into the backstories of people of all nationalities and all races. So,
Absolutely.
that wouldn't bother me at all. I definitely would support it. I really would. Yes.
I'm looking forward to the grand opening because I had like I said I had a chance to attend the grand opening for the National Association for African American, and it was, oh my god, off the chain.
Yes.
There's some exhibits there, though. I will say this, that will get you, in a different space, not a happy space, but a space of remembrance and a space of just reflection. But
Right.
it's a beautiful museum.
Okay, very good. What else we got?
I think I got everything. What about you? You have any news to?
We mentioned Adele.
You
We
mentioned
the
Dale.
passing of Miss. No, other than that, I'm trying to think of anything else that has gone on that we missed. No major deaths.
Oh, for those who were trying to plan their holiday trip, American Airlines, these airlines, they dropping these routes. When you sent me the article, I was like, oh my goodness,
Yes,
because
yes,
the pandemic has really affected every industry. But American Airlines has dropped 27 routes, with New York being hit the biggest. Now,
right,
New York is a major hub. And so, you think about Ottawa, Canada, which Ottawa is the capital city. They've dropped their routes. And, I'm a Canadian at heart because I love Canada. So some of the routes to the different provinces have been dropped by American Airlines. And I'm like, wow, to me, that's significant.
yes, it is. It
Very
really is.
significant.
And I found out today that United Airlines will start serving hard liquor again on their flights.
I don't know. That one, I'm going to tell you. You remember when we started this year, or even last year, Art, about folks just behaving badly on the planes, fighting, folks taking video and posting it, goes viral. I don't know about this one. I think they should just I don't know about that. I just don't.
Now, a Southwest Airlines flight attendant was attacked over the weekend in Dallas and had to be hospitalized. A woman struck a Southwest Airlines flight attendant and she had to be hospitalized. There have been so many incidents. One of my favorite jobs ever was being a flight attendant. But when I say to you, I don't think I would enjoy that job at all anymore, because you just never know when somebody's going to pop off. There was somebody talking on one of the TV shows today that flew a red eye in from the West Coast into the East Coast. And the lady on the TV show was saying that they had turned all the lights off on the plane immediately, after takeoff, even though it is a red eye flight, and that's what we used to do. But they say it tends to calm people and not make them want to pop off and act crazy and attack or anything like that. So they almost use like ambient lighting. And that's kind of, I use that in my bedroom at night, like a blue ambient light, and it kind of lulls you into sleep. I know like some blue lights, like cell phones, are not good for you, but I have a soft hue ambient light. And so that's what she said, that she thought it was so strange that they kept them lights off that whole flight, kept it in that ambient blue shade.
See, again, I don't know if this is a good move for United. I mean, given the rise in violence of people, whether it's mostly passengers, I'm sure there have been some crew members that, have popped off. I don't know if this is a good move. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Very good. All right. So tomorrow night is my birthday celebration. Yay. Birthday virtual celebration tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Make sure you guys tune in, join us, and we'll make it all happen.
Yes, yes, yes. Can't wait.
Yes. Very good. Very,
Can't
very, very
wait.
good. All right. Well, anything else we need to discuss or talk about?
No, just like I said, with this weather, I'm pleading my case, Santa Sims, because it's not gonna be, it won't be no 80 degrees now. We won't see 80 degrees until April, May of 2022. So here in Chicago.
I know. Oh, you know what? We do need to bring this up real quick before we bring our guests on. The Chicago Fraternal Order of Police president announced that he's retiring because he's under investigation. But he also says that he's running for mayor. So we'll
Good
have
luck
to
with that.
table that for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Good,
Because
good.
that's crazy all in itself.
I heard he was being terminated. So what's the real
No,
backstory
no,
on
no, no,
that?
baby. Somebody done told him what to do. Somebody told him you gonna retire. You are gonna retire, and then from retiring, you gonna let that go. Because they don't have to keep that investigation going. Because once he says he's gonna retire, that's all he needs to do.
Mm,
Uh-huh.
okay.
All right. Well, for those of you all that are just joining us, welcome to the Monday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. So glad to be here with you guys on a beautiful, cold Monday evening, but that's what Monday evenings are for. Tonight, we have another great show planned for your viewing and listening pleasure this evening. In the co-host chair is the amazing Miss Kay Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge. Kay Renee is here to give us everything we need to know when it comes to all of the entertainment, all of that great stuff. And I'm excited to welcome our next guest to the show this evening. He is a pioneer in the food, entertainment, and hospitality industry. I know all of that sounds like, oh my God, who do we have? Lin-Manuel Miranda? Miranda? No. We have the gentleman behind the wonderful Wicker Park restaurant, the Delta. We also, he's one of the partners and members of a wonderful place I had a chance to try out on Saturday evening. Ladies and gentlemen, not only is he a boss, is he a leader, but I consider him my friend. And Kay Renee, we're going to have to go up one evening and enjoy some wonderful food with him. The one and only Mr. Eldridge Williams.
Yay!
Yay!
Hey guys, how we doing?
What's
Hi,
up?
Listen,
Eldridge.
Art, I need to keep you. Oh, I need to keep you around, man. You make me sound pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah. You need to travel with me everywhere I go. If that's how you're going to be introducing me, like that,
brother,
that
let me explain something to you. You're from Memphis, Tennessee, so you know
sir.
Southern hospitality. You know good people. And here's the deal. The way you fed me the last couple of times, brother, all you got to do is just tell me to be there. Just tell me to be there. Just tell me what you need me to do, and I got you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Good to see you this evening. Kay Renee, we're going to have to get you engrossed in the world of all of his food establishments. Eldridge, do us a favor. Tell everybody about who you are, really your background, and then let's talk about your two wonderful dining experiences.
Yes. So Eldritch Williams, a lot of people know me as El. I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee. I've been in Chicago since 2003. And I grew up working in the hospitality industry. It was something that I kind of fell into as a very young teenager. And when I came to Chicago, I continued to work in the industry. And this things kind of worked out for me. I was very blessed to work at some awesome, incredible places that kind of definitely, shaped and formed me to be able to become a entrepreneur and be able to provide opportunities for other people. So it's a blessing for sure.
Mm-hmm. What attracted you to the food and hospitality industry? I tell people of a certain age, I come from it. My parents had restaurants. I love entertaining people, but it's a lot of work and it's really weird in different hours. So what drew you to the hospitality and food business?
Well, I think there's a stage. I grew up, I'm from the South. I grew up in the church. I grew up around music, and I was always comfortable performing in front of people. It's always been something that became second nature to me. And I think that was the first thing that attracted me to the hospitality industry. It's like, it felt like a show every single day or night, when I'm serving guests, making drinks for guests, being hospitable. Like I was providing an experience for these individuals. And I think naturally it made sense for me. And it was fun, you know. And obviously me being from the South, I think, you know, Southern gentlemen like myself, you know, we are just hospitable. And it just, you know, it was very comfortable. But, you know, to be honest with you, I didn't know if I was going to have a real career in it until, you know, maybe about 7, 8 years of working in Chicago is when I realized, like, oh, this is actually like I can actually do something special with this. And I, you know, because you know, a lot of people just kind of it just feels like a means to an end, just a job, you know. And for me, I realized that it can actually be more than that, you know. And I have a very opportunity to be able to, you know, to do something special and to create a platform for myself, you know. So yeah, it worked out.
Oh my God, it's great. Let's talk about this new pizzeria.
Yes.
To my understanding, rumor has it, minority owned in the Lincoln Park area. I don't know if I've ever heard of that before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's unique. The intersection of where you're located, I think it's great. I'm always up there in that area. And so, what made you want to go into the Italian food business? And here's the deal, you're taking it to a different level. We're just not talking about cheese and sausage. We're just not talking about pepperoni. We're talking artisanal pizzas at just great flavor. So what took you that direction?
Well, so all right, so there's two parts of your question. One, I'll tell you how I ended up in Lincoln Park, right? Because you know there are not a lot of, you know, minority owned businesses, you know, in that area, especially in the pizza business, in the pizza game. And, you know, I honestly can't say that I picked Lincoln Park. It's more so Lincoln Park picked me. You know, opportunity presented itself. One of my business partners, Chris Gardina, who also is African American, half Italian, you know, he came to me, you know, months ago about this opportunity of taking over this already established pizza place that closed during COVID. And we, you know, we've always discussed building together, and you know, things kind of came together and we were able to jump on it. You know, I never thought in a million years that I would be in Lincoln Park. That's definitely wasn't an area that I, you know, that was on my radar. But we're very blessed and fortunate to be in that space. And it is you know, it's a great intersection, a great corner to be on. And, you know, and I'm very optimistic about, you know, the success of our concept, you know. But from a creative standpoint, to kind of dive more into like why we decided to go the route we did with our pizza and our cuisine, you know, we told ourselves at the very beginning is like, all right, guys, the pizza industry is huge. There are hundreds of pizza restaurants in the city of Chicago alone. And people take pizza serious in Chicago. It's one of those things where, you know, if you don't do it right, you will get dragged through the mud.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And but we were confident that, okay, we know we can make a good product. We know that, you know. But also, like, let's not try to compete with the who's who of pizza. We can't compete with the places that's been around for 30, 40 years, you know, and it's fine. We don't have to. The pizza market is huge and there's room for everyone. So let's figure out what we enjoy doing and let's give them a very specific experience. So when they come to Ayo Pizza, they're going to come for the Ayo Pizza experience flat out, you know. And that's what we're going to do. And, you know, and you're in this industry, you know, your success is oftentimes, you know, dictated by the consumer, you know, and it's a very, you know, it's as an operator, as a business owner, you know, there's a fine line, you know, that you have to ride. You know, you want to be able to do something that you feel as if represents you as a creative, but also you have to, you know, you have to appeal to the masses. You know, it's a very vulnerable position to be in, you know, but we feel as if we have an edge. You know, we have great ideas that we feel as if, that speaks to people that look like us, that people that may not ever think in a million years that they can be in the positions that we're in. And, we want to lead with creativity, lead with integrity, of course, quality. And I think everything else is just fall in place,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kay Renee, I see your business mind thinking. What do you want to talk to our guests about tonight?
Well, first, Eldridge, congrats on your new
Yes.
venture. How
Thank
did
you
you
very
come
much.
up with the name Ayo? What
Excuse me.
significance is that? Just out of
Well, okay.
curiosity.
So, when there's a lot of ways I can answer this question. I'm trying to think the simplest, easiest way without going on some random creative rant. All right, so we try to food and restaurants and bars in general are a dime a dozen, especially in Chicago. They open and close all the time, and we always try to come up. We always, have honest conversations with ourselves at the beginning. It's like, okay, what can we do to set ourselves apart, to make this more than just food and beverage, because at the end of the day, once you take that away, we still want to be left with something. And that something is the culture. We firmly believe that we can tap into a specific culture and merge it with food and beverage that a lot of people can't do, and the name Ayo, honestly, it originally got inspired by one of our business partners, co-owners, Christopher Scardina, who is also a hip hop artist. And, went in understanding his background, his Italian, he's half Italian and everything. That was kind of like what I focused on at first. I was like, okay, Chris, he's this hip hop artist. And I want to be able to create a space or come up with a brand that I feel like represents him. So I look at everything. Like if I want to, if I don't just look at what other pizza restaurants are doing to kind of figure out what direction we want to go in. I'm all over the place with it. And I was kind of randomly searching just images and words, and I came across a Yo MTV Raps logo. And I kind of just stared at it for a second. I was like, Yo MTV Raps. I just kept saying Yo MTV Raps, and then next thing you know, my mouth just started to say Ayo. And I meditated on it. I was like, Ayo, why Ayo? And there's two proven things. One, it's fun to say, okay, and it's very recognized. You can recognize that word, that logo, and it resonates with a lot of people, and it has very strong branding potential. I give it 30 days. Everybody gonna say, yo, we about to hit up Ayo for a slice of pizza.
I believe that. I believe that.
And I feel we also have an obligation to the culture to just create this space that people just want to exist in. Again, restaurants are a dime a dozen. There are a million pizza restaurants you can go to, but why are you going to go to Ayo? It's because we're going to create this subculture that, that's bigger than just food and beverage. Obviously we want to make sure we give you a quality product, but outside of that, once you eat that slice, you drink that latte, why else would you want to come back? Like, why else are you still there? And that's because of the culture that we want to provide and we want to give to the people. It's a small space. We're gonna do a lot of pickup and delivery. We see 20 inside. We'll have a patio of 15. But that doesn't mean we can't be bigger than the space. When I say bigger than the space, that's the energy and the experience that you get when you come in there. And that's going to be forever lasting.
Yeah, very good. Somebody made a comment that said, "Is the food as good as Mahogany Memphis?" That's another, I guess, Memphis person said they'll be there this weekend.
Mahogany Memphis.
Yes.
Is the food as good as the food at Mahogany? I can't say. Is that a place?
I guess I have
I
no
can't say
idea.
I've been there. I'm gonna have to look
I
it
have
up.
no idea. I have no idea. So, how can we get in touch with everything that's going on at your place? How can we follow you, find you, all that great stuff?
Absolutely. So we're located at 953 West Willow Street. We have Instagram, AO Pizza Chicago. That's the best way to stay in tune with what we have going on. Yeah, and so we open this Wednesday, November 17th at 1 p.m. We're extremely excited. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a hell of a ride.
Oh, it will be.
Yeah, you see,
will be.
I'm in my Zen mode right now. I got my wine here. I'm trying to take it easy for the next day or so, because come Wednesday, it's going to be crazy.
On.
Very good. K. Renee, what do you want to say to our guest before he leaves us?
Well, who inspires you, El?
Who inspires me?
Yes.
Well, I would say God, for sure. My family, my wife and my kids, they inspire me to thrive and to continue to push the envelope, but creatively, my biggest inspiration is, of course, my guy, Mr. Wes Kanye. He's always been, very influential in my creative growth, as an entrepreneur, so shout out to Ye. Yeah.
All right.
You never
Very
know.
good.
He may come to your pizza shop. Just be ready.
Yeah, well, you put look, energy is never destroyed, only transferred. If you put enough good energy
That's
out
right.
there, it's going to attract. People will come.
Amen. Well, El, I promise you we'll be up there to see you again real soon. You do an outstanding job. We'll have to have you back on one night to talk about the Delta as well, too.
Absolutely.
Because that is really a Southern get down, have a great night type of situation.
Absolutely.
And we really appreciate you. You guys, for more information, go to pizza.com. That's AYO pizza.com. 953 West Willow Street.
Yes.
That is the corner of Willow and Claiborne. Am I right?
Yes, you are correct. Yes.
The corner of Willow and Claiborne. All right, brother. We appreciate you so much. God bless. And we will talk to you very soon. And listen, that Thanksgiving pizza was off the chain.
There it is.
I may have to come back up there just for one, because I told
you
Kay
better come back. Yeah,
I will. Because K. Renee wants to try it, so we'll talk about it.
Awesome. Well, God bless you too. Thank you so much for having me.
All right.
I look forward to seeing you guys soon.
All right, very good. The one and only Mr. Eldridge Williams, restaurateur, entertainment person, hospitality, Provisario, just a great guy altogether. We appreciate you, brother, and have a great night.
Thank you. You too.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
All right. Well, for those of you all that are just joining us, welcome to the Monday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. Waiting in the wings is our favorite drill sergeant, health and wellness expert, the one and only Mr. Tony Hill. He gonna whoop our you-know-whats about talking about pizza before he come on. But see, he gonna put his foot all in our asses on this show tonight. But it's philanthropy night, so we had to celebrate a brother that is doing the right thing. But coming up next is one of our favorites. He's also featured in something new we're gonna talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's welcome back our favorite drill sergeant, our good friend, the person who we just love and adore, but he gonna put his foot in our ass, the one and only Mr. Tony Hill. Yay!
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah.
Hi, big brother.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
How are you, Tony?
Oh, I was watching your show and I was listening to.
We know. Look, when we book it, Tony, we got to book what we book. You know what I'm saying? And I say,
hey, man, that's the way it goes, brother.
Tony, we were celebrating him because it is National Philanthropist Day, and he is a brother that's doing some amazing things in the food and hospitality industry. Wonderful pizzeria, the only minority owned in the Lincoln Park area of Chicago.
Wow.
So he is doing some big things. But November is also National Diabetes Month. And we know that you want us to push away from the table. And so the director of Touché Fitness, the one and only Mr. Tony Hill. Hello, brother, and let's talk about what you want us to know tonight.
Hey, I'm in your hands. You just whatever you want to know, I'm here. I been on a journey with people in regards to natural immunity. I will just let that kind of resonate inside you guys.
Natural immunity?
Yes.
So what does that mean?
Okay, natural immunity is simple. It's exactly what God gave you to fight disease.
Okay.
What happens is because of culture, what happens, we actually distort the creation that God created, which is us, mankind. So every culture has a certain disease, every culture has a drug. If you look at it, nobody really pays attention. For example, Hispanics, heroin, blacks, either crack or cocaine, whites, cocaine or crystal. You see, with illness, you have blacks, diabetes, high blood pressure. You have whites, usually cancer. Now it's bleed over to blacks. Then you have Hispanics also suffering from cancer. The reason cancer is so huge is simply because cancer is a cellular issue. Every illness that you deal with is a cellular issue. So what does that mean? We have trillions of cells in our body. We have some good, some bad, but the good is supposed to outweigh the bad. God designed those cells so they can recognize the enemy and destroy them. When in fact, based on your culture, like in my culture, it's fried, it's greasy, it's butter, it's bread. What happens is that's not food that will bring about healthy cells. What they do, they break down the healthy cells, and the healthy cells can no longer recognize the bad ones. So the bad ones come in, they're called rogue cells. So the bad cells come in to deceive the good cells, and they gather around the parts of the body that's weak. And that's where you find certain illnesses in liver, in pancreas, in heart, in brain. And that's because wherever, based upon what you've put inside that natural immune system, is what has determined your longevity on this planet. Illness should never, ever be accepted. It's something that can be avoided.
So, but Tony, we live in a world with a lot of chemicals, a lot of preservatives, a lot of processed. What should we be doing more of to eliminate the process, the canned goods? What advice would you want to give us to do that? Because what you just said makes a lot of sense. But we live in a world now where you can order a complete meal through a drive-through, eat that meal, you're full, but it may not be of the best nutritional quality. What would you recommend?
You hear what you just said, right?
Mm-hmm.
You already know it's not the best nutritional quality so what happens is we give our freedom up, right? So freedom of choice. We never ever, God gave us that. That's a gift he gave us. So what happens is what I've been doing over the weeks or so before I met you is information. So I've actually been, non-judgmental. I said, look, there's only one race. There's a human race. We're all beautiful in God's sight, but let's keep it real. I mean, you wasn't born, for the most part. There's a very small percentage of people who are born with certain illnesses that you cannot avoid. Like you got some kids are born with leukemia, things like that. That's up to God. We can't, if you wasn't born with an illness, then you created it. See, and that's the truth we don't want to accept. We say that's why we don't really pay attention. See, so this is what I inform people that I meet. I see over 100 people a week, and they always ask me these questions that you're asking me. And I say to them, I say, please, first of all, you have to first be honest with where you are. Life is what it is. Get informed. For example, I say this, do you like walnuts? They say, okay. And I said, well, let me explain. What does a walnut look like? that said it looked like a brain. Okay, so that tells you that a walnut has the properties to give the brain nutrition to keep that focus throughout your life. I said, if you take a heart and if you take a tomato, it looks like chambers in there because it's high in lycopene, which is food for your heart. You see what I mean? So in each food, what it is that we're dying because of lack of information. Because scripturally it says, without a vision, the people perish, and all that get an understanding. We don't want to do that. We want to follow the crowd. It's like you said, Chat Daddy, what happens is there's a lot of choices out there. We know they're bad, we know they're good. But when we decide to eat them, okay, then deal with their consequences. Don't try to get healthy when you know you're killing yourself. It just doesn't make sense. Just go ahead and enjoy your life and have fun, but know what's coming. You see, because it's going to come. Illness will find you. It will find you. You can't escape it. So what happens is, for example, let's take canned goods, for example. Did you know canned goods are, some of them, most of them are healthy. You know what preserves the canned goods? It's a sodium. So we need sodium in our body to preserve the water. Water regulates our body's core temperature and prevents us from stroking and going into a heart attack. Sodium is really good, but now there's Himalayan salt, sea salt. But the basic canned good can actually endure a nuclear war. It's really cool. Beans in a can, things like that. It's not a bad thing. Now, Twinkies in a package, they have a shelf life of 20 years.
Wow.
Because of the chemical. So if you eat a Twinkie, if you look at a Twinkie and it's been 20 years in a day, it's going to be stale.
Wow.
But see, what it is all about information. And this is what I was really sharing with you, you and Karen. My passion is the message that, hey, we are free. Let's stop being enslaved to illness and let's make choices. Am I saying don't ever eat bad? Don't ever eat pizza? No, but you need to know what pizza is doing. When you don't know what pizza is doing to your body have created an adaptation to the pizza, but the injuries are already happening inside because nothing happens to you. You enjoy the pizza. You don't know what it's like that if you take 7 to 10 days and not eat that stuff, how your body actually begin to rejuvenate itself. And then you take cheese. Cheese will give you mucus. It'll make you sick immediately if you take 7 to 10 days and just don't have anything unhealthy. It's really crazy. If you take 3 days and don't smoke and try to smoke, as soon as you take that first puff, it's like smoking a brand new cigarette again. It said if you take 7 days and don't drink alcohol, the liver is already rebuilding itself and recreating itself. So now you went from a 6-pack down to a half a beer when you try to drink again. See, when you can't if your body cannot receive the message, then that means something is about to happen. That doesn't mean I can drink a 6-pack of beer and 8 shots of whiskey and, 2 bottles of wine. No, that's crazy. That means you're killing yourself because your body is not talking to you. Think about that. You have a beautiful body. We are beautiful, but yet we're not communicating with ourselves because we don't care until illness goes and the body goes, can't handle you no more. Okay, go see your doctor. That's why a doctor asked this question. Did you ever know this? The doctor says, do you have anyone in your family with cancer? And you go, The reason he asked that, because he understands culture. And every culture brings an illness. You can break that, or you can continue on that culture and suffer the same diseases. See, because the doctor knows. That's why he says, if somebody in your family has this, and you haven't changed your food, because Hippocrates, the Hippocratic oath every doctor takes. Hippocrates is known as the father of medicine. His saying was, let food, now remember the first word, let. He knows. Let is freedom. You've got to choose. It says, let food be thy medicine. That's what he said. Every physician has to take the Hippocratic oath. But now it's switched. Let drugs be the solution. It is not the solution. It only covers up the reality.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. What points do you want to give people real quick about not overeating this holiday season?
Oh, yeah. I love Thanksgiving. I wish I was in Chicago because I know you guys eat good food. That's when I lay down and my body go on vacation.
You do that?
Or
We didn't know
you
you
dog.
did that.
Hey, let me tell you something, Kay, Renee, and Chat Daddy. This boy, I be throwing down. If I was gonna see my daughter in Texas, let me tell you, and I know they eat. You know that everything's big in Texas. Let me tell you,
That's right.
cheesecake, apple pie, sweet potato pie, banana pudding. Okay, we'll start there. Then we go to the chicken and the turkey. I'm crazy. Then I'm in the gym doing 2 hours of cardio. But what you do is, here's a rule. Say, for example, you're going to eat. You want to get healthy or whatever. I would probably say, give yourself a reality check. About 48 hours or 72 hours before you have that meal, try to do apples. Today, I'm doing 2 apples every hour and a half. Did you know that apples has an amazing healing property? And I'm eating 2 apples every hour. I haven't eaten any food, no turkey, no rice, no nothing all day. You see, because I'm giving my digestive system a break. I'm releasing the toxins. I'm actually, everything is focused. Now, look at how I am right now. Now, yesterday, let me tell you what my day was like. I was at the game. I do security on my spare time. I work with Mr. Davis in the Allegiant Stadium. So I was on the field yesterday with the Chargers and the Raiders.
Yay.
So I went in at 5 a.m. yesterday. Got finished at 10:30 at night. Got back up, had a client at 5 a.m. And look at me. 62 years old. This is natural energy. No coffee, no nothing. So see, if you do 3 days, right? And then you go have your meal. Make sure your portions is the size of the palm of your hand. Okay? Because that's better for your body. Okay? Never be hungry and never be full. Eat just comfortably, whatever you do. Notice how if you go, you eat a nice little healthy meal, and then you eat banana pudding or apple pie, because that is not the time to eat that. You got to wait for 15 to 30 minutes before you ingest that. You see? So what will happen is you'll start to understand, oh my God, this is really not making me feel well. If you do this 72 hours first, and then you got that Thanksgiving meal, then you're going to learn. Oh, yeah, you're going to learn. You might get gas, bloating, cramps. You might get nauseated. Yeah, then you'll know. You see, that's your body. That's not your body saying, shoot, I'm going to eat this food. Because what will happen is in that 72 hours, your body will adapt back to the old ways. So what was actually being corrected is now more damaging because you are already cleansed.
Wow. Okay.
You see what I mean? The body's smart.
Right.
You know, the thing is that I tell people, I spend my life right now educating people like I'm talking to you. Your body is beautiful, Chat Daddy. Your body's beautiful, Kay. It's beautiful. Everybody's body is beautiful. You respect it. You respect it. You respect the God who created it. Stop praying for stuff that you did yourself. That don't make sense. Praying that God heal you and you still trashing yourself. Just leave it alone. Let's keep it real.
Right.
But his grace and his mercy protects you. You see, but at some point, you know, you succumb to your own choices. It ain't God's fault. It ain't your time to go. Listen, it's not your time to go.
Ha, too funny. Well, it is almost our time to go because we got to run in a minute. In closing, Kay Renee, what do you want to say to Tony before we have to cut out?
Well, first of all, as always, Tony, you speak truth. But what is the one thing that you would like to leave our audience as we celebrate not only today is National Philanthropy Day, but this whole month is gratitude. What are you grateful for as we're about to approach another holiday?
Okay, I'm going to get real personal here. My mother died in December, Christmas Day. So I spent my last Thanksgiving with my mom. She was my best friend. My mom lived a life of service to others. And she showed me how important family is. And I mean, I'm not a racist by no means, but a Black mother is an amazing person.
Amen.
I honor her because during the holidays, because I miss her so much, my journey is to encourage people to love themselves and not to allow life to get you down. And as long as you have family, you have everything. Because I tell all the men out there and the women who have mothers alive, when my mother passed, I lost something. And I do what I do now because I seen the life that my mother lived and what she put in people. So if there's anything I want to say, enjoy the holiday. Don't let one day out of the week remind you of people you love. Let it be a foundation to do it every day, to be thankful.
Amen.
Don't wait to the Christmas to come and then now you're stuffing yourself and then you don't see each other. Talk to each other, because I tell you, when they're gone, you really miss them. Mom, you know, I love you. And basically be encouraged. It still bothers me a little bit.
Oh, we understand. We understand. Amen. We understand.
You know, I
but
understand.
She's taught me a lot. And this is why my passion for people to get control of themselves means so much to me. I'm not just giving you stuff, you know, just to give it to you. I watched my mother suffer with cancer for 8 years. And every time I went home, I just made good food for her. She was alive, and she passed from a little infection in her throat that because of the chemotherapy and everything, it destroyed her ability to fight. She didn't even die of cancer. And it really broke me because I talked to her doctor, and her doctor just deflected on her. And so now my passion is to be an extension of my mother's service and her love for people. So all you Black mothers out there, you know, honor. I give you the utmost honor, and all of you people that got Black mothers, embrace them and tell them you love them. This is the reason for the season. You know what I mean? Should be every day. Yeah.
So let's talk about this new project real quick, and then we have to run. That's all right. We love you. We love you. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. That's beautiful. So you
got me this time, Renee.
See there?
I love you, though, Tony. Remember that. I do love you.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Amen. Tony, let's talk about this new project real quick.
Okay. So how it started real quickly. My publicist sent me to Amazon TV, Sway TV. I went on there and I crashed the algorithm. Okay. Doug Jeffries, that's with me. We are like the ebony and ivory of TV. What the concept is, it's what's that guy's name? It's Dr. Oz and Simmons. Remember Richard Simmons, Dr. Oz, Dr. Oz, Richard Simmons meet Dr. Phil. This is the show. It's called Fit Over 50. That simply means what our goal is to confirm science and what's natural, that it does go together, and truth. And we're going to have guests. We're going to talk just like you, and I'm going to have you guys see. And it goes all the way. It goes all the way to the world, internationally. You know, I was talking to people in Ireland and China and everywhere. So it's about home fitness. It's about personal life. It's about you engaging. It's live. You can engage, and we're going to be able to help everybody. I always say changing the world through health and wellness, one life at a time. And now I have the platform. We just shot the trailer. So in 2022, we start. Shout out to Doug Jeffries and Candace. Yeah.
Very good. For more information about our friend, Mr. Tony Hill, Tony, that was so beautiful about the Black mother thing that I've gotten choked up as well too. Losing my mom and then Kay Renee and her parents, you know, so it is a lot to do. For more information,
they don't get enough credit. Yeah.
Right. Mr. Tony Hill, go to TouchéFitness.com, Touché Fitness on all social media platforms. Tony, we love you so much. Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next month. We promise you that.
Hey, I'm here for you anytime you need me. I love you both.
All right.
And thank you for getting me choked up.
Oh no, we love you. Ain't nothing like a buffed up, choked up man. Right. Look, ain't nothing like a buffed up, choked up man. Oh,
hey,
my
Chato,
God.
I need to come to Chicago. We need to hang out.
Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready.
You know what I mean? I'll let you guys know too. All right.
Yes. Look, nothing like a choked up, buffed up man. That's all I'm gonna say. We'll leave it at that. Ladies and gentlemen,
that's my feminine side.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, the phenomenal Mr. Tony Hill. We love you. Happy Thanksgiving, brother.
All right.
We'll see you later. All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I just love Tony. I love him. I love him. I love him. I do. He's such a character. I do. I just love him.
Okay,
Renee, great show tonight. Let's get that nugget of knowledge, my dear, and let's get it going.
Yes, today is Motivational Monday, and it simply states this: do not dwell on the past, do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. And this is Motivational Monday, #be present.
Be present. Amen. Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge.com is where you can find out more information about hers truly, not yours truly, hers truly. Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge.com. We appreciate her so very much for all she does. I'm going to get off of here because I got to get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yes. Tonight is my last night in the double nickel lane. Oh, no.
That's all right.
Yes. My last night is a double nickel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and mine's coming up next year, so you know.
Oh, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You'll survive. You'll make the best of it.
That's right.
You will. You'll make the best of it. I promise you that. Hey, Debbie, she's in New York. She's going to see Tina Turner tomorrow.
Oh,
hey,
right
Debbie.
now.
Yes.
Let us know how the play is. Yes, Miss Debbie.
Yes, we
Stay
love
warm
you.
and safe in New York City.
Talking about she lost in the subway. Don't be lost in the subway,
Don't be lost.
We love you. Yes,
you know where you're from, honey.
Yes. Thank you to Joanne. Thank you to Rick. Thank you to Debbie. Thank you to Candace, Wamelda, Scorpio Love. I appreciate you. Criteria, Latrice, Barbara Jean. We appreciate Karen. Yes, we appreciate all of you all for joining us tonight. Yes, we do. It's been a great show. See you tomorrow night. Oh, Joanne, thank you. We appreciate you. We look forward to tomorrow night, the birthday celebration. Make sure you guys tune in. We'll be celebrating my birthday here live on the show tomorrow evening. We'll have cocktails and fun and all the great things that go along with the birthday celebration. Don't you agree, Kay Renee?
I'm going to have my wine ready.
Yes, very good. Yes.
Ready for
we're going to have a male discussion roundtable. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Oh, she said Milton's was fabulous. Okay. Well, yes. Okay. Very good. Very good. Thank you, Debbie. Happy birthday to you as well, my love. All right. We're out of here, you guys. For more information about me, go to therealchatdaddy.com. That's therealchatdaddy.com. Everything you need to know is located on that website. I love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7:00 for the birthday extravaganza. Yes, we gotta work on our Christmas show again.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we got to. All right, we out of here, you guys. We love you all. See you tomorrow night. Bye.
Bye.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show.